What's going on, everybody? This is Travis from Candid at the Movies, and today I will be reviewing the new Western film known as Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1. Now, this movie does have a very, very large cast. It stars and is directed by Kevin Costner. It also has Sienna Miller, Owen Wilson, Jena Malone, Sam Worthington, and a whole lot of other people. It's a long cast, like it's too many people to name. And this story is based off of a future quadrilogy film saga. I know that this is the first chapter. The second chapter comes out in August, and they haven't started filming the other chapters yet. But this is a story set around before the Civil War, where 3 different stories are going on. You're having one town being attacked by an indigenous tribe. You're having another story of an indigenous tribe that is seeing these things happen and feel that it is wrong. You have a third story that's a mix of 4 stories, honestly. In short run, it's a lot of plot lines in this movie, and they're all combined together into one large story. Now, I will definitely say that this is a interesting throwback to a lot of the Western films that came out in the past. Back in the day, Westerns used to be like the go-to thing. This got people into the theaters, and people loved them. And it does give you that love of that, but to me, it was a very convoluted story that honestly didn't give you an outcome on any of the stories, if that makes sense. There was no real cliffhanger or anything where these people, even from the different stories going on, came together, which is very odd for it to be an over 3-hour movie. I was thinking at some point these are going to converge, or at least at the end they're going to converge. It basically was like it just cut off. And then they gave you a trailer and be like, oh, here's what's going to happen in Chapter 2. And, I mean, Chapter 2 does look a little bit more interesting compared to this one, but it was not a good start off. Kevin Costner does a great job as a director. He's always been a good director. And with this film, he really showed off how beautiful a Western story can look. How great the landscapes are. How great you can go back through and make things look legit. But it feels like he missed that when it came to the story. More than anything, the story just felt like individual episodes of a TV show. And I feel like this would have been better as a series personally. Like, if each story was like its own episode, I feel like this would have caught on more, just like Yellowstone did. I just feel like as a movie, this was not a good, complete movie. Like I said, it is Chapter 1, but as a Chapter 1, this felt thrown together. Even Kevin Costner you don't even see him till like the first hour. Well, after the first hour's over, that's when you see Kevin Costner, and it was a little underwhelming. A lot of good acting in here. There were a lot of moments where it was just like, hey, that person's doing good, but this scene could have got cut by like an extra 5 minutes and we would still be fine. We got the point over. And I don't know, like a lot of things in this movie, it felt like they were trying to be progressive and then they weren't trying to be progressive, which is a very odd thing to do in this type of film. I know there's a lot of racism that goes on in Western movies, but it was just like you'd have characters where you're seeing the racism and then you're seeing a person try to be progressive without being racist about things. So it was a little strange of how they went about it. I can definitely say this is something I feel parents would put on in the background on a Saturday afternoon, let the kids watch it so they can fall asleep and take a nap. I don't think this is something that is going to stand the test of time. It's not going to be How the West Won or Once Upon a Time in the West. Nothing like that. I feel like this is just going to be something that people say they saw, but they don't really remember what happened. My showing was at 9:55 in the morning, and there were people there, but it wasn't like a packed room, if that makes sense. Like, you have your dedicated Kevin Costner fans, and that's cool. He's a great actor. He's done great things. But to me, with this movie, it just didn't have anything to pull you to be like, I'm ready for the next one. If I have to give this a grade, it is just a C. Like, it's fine. I would tell anybody to wait till streaming to enjoy it, because I don't think it's worth your time going to the theaters to really waste 3 hours of your life and not get a conclusion to where you like, all right, I gotta wait till August to see what happens. Like, this would have been a Netflix series, and if this was a Netflix series and this was part 1, part 2 coming out in August, perfect sense. But hey, if you've seen Horizon Chapter 1, comment below, let me know if you liked it, because I don't know about it. Like, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing I've seen, but I just don't know. That would be the nicest way, but I just don't know. But hey, this is Travis from Candid at the Movies. Please leave us a like, leave us a comment. Let us know how you feel about Westerns. If this was a great Western or if this was a forgettable Western. Catch y'all later. Peace.